He didn't need no lungs. He existed before air was created. We need lungs. Somebody walk around talking about man is a God. Man can't be no God. He's not, well, he can be a God, but he cannot be a creator. Because there's many different definitions for the word God. Many definitions for the word God. But there ain't but one definition for the creator. No human being created itself. Nothing in creation created itself. Everything in creation, everything you see has been created by something else or is ruled by something else. Everyone, ain't nobody in this room floating around. You know why we're not floating around? Because gravity. Allah created gravity. He hadn't created gravity, we'd be floating around, you know. Might not floated on out yonder someplace, out there in the sky. Floated down the river, float across town. We didn't create gravity. Can't no human being create gravity. Gravity's always been here in every material object. If you study science, they would tell you that every material object on the face of this, in this universe is got a gravitational pull on another object. Because of how weak it is. So Allah did not need feet. Allah does not need hands. If you exist before everything, you don't need nothing to exist. Because Allah is eternal. Man cannot completely understand Allah. Man can never completely understand Allah. Why? Because the rules of the creator and the created is not the same. We can walk into a kitchen, walk into any room in the house, especially the kitchen. You look around in the kitchen, ain't no sandwich in the kitchen. But what happened? You take some bread. You take some peanut butter. You take some jelly. You take a fork or a spoon or a knife. You put this peanut butter and the jelly on the bread and put the two slices of bread, I put the other slice of bread on. What has happened? You got a sandwich. The sandwich did not exist. You created the sandwich. See, the sandwich was made for something else, right? The sandwich was made from the bread. The sandwich was made from the peanut butter. The sandwich was made from the jelly. And it was put together with the aid of what? A spoon or a knife. But guess what? The bread was created for something else, right? You can't go in the world and just find bread laying out on the ground anywhere. You go to the grocery store for bread. Bread has to be made from what? It has to be made from wheat and some other things. Wheat, some water, some shortening, some type of rising element. That's where the bread comes from. Where did the peanut butter come from? The peanut butter comes from nuts in the ground. You grind the nuts up, and then you have peanut butter. Put a little honey in it, or put a little sweetener in it, put something in it, make it stick together. The jelly, you get that from a fruit. So all that stuff exists in another place. So the jelly, the fruit come together to make jelly, the sweet come together to make the bread, peanuts come together to make the peanut butter. You put it all together to make the sandwich. The sandwich did not exist. The sandwich did not exist until you created it. It was created from other things. Man did not exist until he was created for something else. Man didn't create itself. Peanut butter jelly sandwich can't create itself. A man can create a peanut butter jelly sandwich, but a man cannot create himself. So Allah has created man. Not only has Allah created man, He has created the earth. He's given us a place to rest, a good place to stay, a place to live. We take the mind that Allah has given us and go to the earth and take from the earth what we need to live. We take from the earth what we need to live. We need food to come from the earth. We need clothes to come from the earth. We need shelter to come from the earth. You cannot exist without food, clothing, and shelter. But the means to bring it together, where did that come from? Allah gave you a mind. He gave you a mind. You didn't come in this world a newborn baby knowing how to make clothes. Your grandparents neither. And all the way back to the first human beings, they didn't come here knowing how to wear clothes. They didn't come here wearing clothes. They had to learn to make clothes. somehow or another in their mind, in their wisdom that Allah has given them, they learned how to make clothes. 400 or 500 years ago. Right in here, they say, well, number of Indians living in this area. They didn't have nylon. They didn't even have cotton. You know why? Because cotton comes from overseas. But they had to wear something. I doubt they run around naked. It was cold 500 years ago, it was cold February like today, man. They had to be wearing something. Maybe went out to kill a bear and skin the rascal. And throw the skins on. We wear leather. Brother Rashid got on leather right now. But we learned to take that leather off an animal, soften it up, tan it so we can make clothes out of it. But what did we mow before leather? See, Allah, when he created man from what? He put him in a place where he didn't need clothes. He put him in a place where he didn't need clothes. And where the places where you don't need clothes is where? They're usually warm places, right? They're warm places where you go. You go in a warm place on the face of the earth, you'll find out where people don't really need clothes, it's warm. So the first human being didn't come here making clothes. They learned somehow they learned to make clothes. They learned to make things because Allah has given them a mind. We get ideas because Allah has created a mind in us as human beings. And that's what the thing of the human being for everything else in the creation. When I say creation now, I'm talking about not the universe, but this earth. This earth. Because I don't know what's out there in the universe. We may go out there in the universe, might be some more human beings. You may go out there in the universe, it might be talking big grizzly bears. I don't know. You might go out there in the universe and you see a daggone alligator walking down the daggone street with some Nikes on. We don't know what's out there. We don't know what type of other life is out there. But all we know is what's on this earth that we walk on. And Allah has put us here. And he had put us here to rule the earth and to serve him. And that's the reason whenever we go through the Quran, whenever we talk about the salat, the prayer, every time you see the salat, I don't say every time, almost every time you see the salat, it talks about doing good to other people. You know, seems for some reasons, Muslims in other places all over the world, in other places overseas, they forgot that. That Allah has created them to serve him. Not to serve an ego. Not to serve some stupid school of thought that tell you another Muslim is an unbeliever. The Quran tells us to never say call another Muslim another unbeliever. We don't know what's in another Muslim heart. We don't know what is in his soul. We don't know where he's fake and where he's real and he's a hypocrite. We don't know where he's just growing, coming into the religion, or where he's been a Muslim for a long time. But Allah knows where that Muslim stand at. Allah knows when that Muslim becomes a Muslim right then, when he's taking his shahada out of tape, he knows right then whether he's telling a lie or not. The day that each one of us took our shahada, Allah knew right then where we would fall short of. We didn't know. We didn't know where we were going to fall short. We didn't know where we may committed a major sin. Maybe some of us didn't commit a major sin after shahada. We have committed minor sins. But Allah has given us a door to get back to him. It's called Tawbah, forgiveness. So we can repent. In Surah number 9, verse number 11, 9:11. Allah has said, told the believers, if they repent, if they pray, if they believe, establish regular prayers, and repent, they're your brothers in faith. Every human being on this earth, that's what it's about. We are brothers. We all came from the same set of parents. There ain't no big eyes and little U's. The color don't put you above. Your color, skin color does not put you above anybody, nor does it put it below anyone. Allah has given us these skin colors. He gave us our skin colors to protect us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. That's the main reason we are dark skinned. Allah gave us this. It's not a curse. If anybody ever told you, I don't care who it was, the black skin or curse, you look at a liar or someone who's ignorant and repeating a lie. He's a liar, she's a liar, or they just ignorant, repeating a lie. And all ignorant people, we do repeat lies sometimes. It don't make us bad. We just hear things we believe and repeat what we believe. But Allah has given us a mind. And he's given us